Isn't that crazy?
My family came over in '01 in the big
and
wave.
now it's 2000 and almost 10.
Where island?
From Russia.
Russia. Far out, dude.
My grandmother on my mom's side actually did all the genealogy and traced it back to...
Oh, poor thing.
Well, she traced it back to the 1750s.
Genealogy. Is that like when she rubs a bottle and the genie comes out?
The genie comes out and says, "This is your family. It was a lady named Dubrich, born 1759
Genealogy.
in Zagitgar."
I like that.
Right.
All right. So, on my little show, we have a segment.
Called?
He'll find out. Skeletons in my closet. Won't you share yours with me? We would like a skeleton.
I was actually a shoplifting young German girl.
Oh, my God. There's a common thread, all right.
Absolutely.
You did all the shoplifting for her.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a contract job. I got commission.
What'd you get, some lip gloss popping?
Kelsey, I got some chapstick.
That's right. All right, so since we're talking about Blankfest,
Frankfurter.
about music,
maybe you're a little
small musical skeleton. When I was 17 and living on Long Island,
I was 17.
I was Janician. When I was 17,
not bad.
living on Long Island,
you learned the truth.
I played it in a band that was a cover band. It was the last cover band I ever played.
So you've been a musician for...
I've been in bands since I was 13 years old.
You must be really good. What do you play?
I sing and write lyrics.
So you don't play an instrument?
Nope, I stand there with the mic stand.
Stands and he sings.
Wow, for all these years you never even... That is a skeleton, baby.
So anyway, I played in this cover band, and I was in a cover band that played Freebird. So we preempted the person who screams it, but here's the thing. I've never sang the song. Because the band... Now remember, we played the full One More From the Road version, and the band never played the vocal intro that cues the vocal to come in.
Mm-hmm. So you never sang
Never sang a word of it. And
Do you know the words to Freebird?
Some of them.
Staying alive, staying alive. No.
Travolta was in Skinner. And so I sat there, and then of course they go into the solo, and by that time they're blind. They can't say anything when they're da 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 da. And I stood there for about 7 minutes before I realized, I probably should just kind of off the stage. So I've been in a band that played Freebird, and I was a vocalist, never sang one note of it.
And the audience didn't notice?
The audience, I think, was mostly young kids in geriatrics. It was a battle of the bands in a Knights of Columbus Hall, and it was.
And where the heck is that?
That's a skeleton in the closet.
Yeah. Where is Knights of Columbus Hall?
This was out somewhere on Long Island,
That's a skeleton.
They're a franchise.
Right. I never heard of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm not as sophisticated as you think. I only know the Cirque.
One of the best shows I ever saw in my life was at a Knights of Columbus Hall, which was Fugazi and Love
Knights
Fish.
of Columbus Hall?
In East Baltimore.
Is that like Chuck E. Cheese or something?
That was a great show. Yeah. Sing Fugazi from 5 Feet Away after Steady Died of Nothing, which was an incredible record.
They played at the Knights of Columbus Hall?
It was a Knights of Columbus Hall in Baltimore. $5. All ages.
Fugazi.
What would you say is the best show you've ever seen? Because it sounds like you've seen.
Best show I've ever seen in my life, 1985, Midnight Oil at the Old Ritz.
Oh. I worked there.
The Red Sails.
I worked there. I was probably there.
Red Sails and the Sunset Tour. They came out, and I've described it this way before. It was like.
Is that the bald guy?
Yes.
I was there.
The current member of the Australian Parliament.
He is.
So
he's like a Schwarzenegger.
He's like Schwarzenegger with brains in class.
He's like Ronald Reagan?
No, he actually has ideas.
Yeah, but he's like he's Midnight Oil.
He's a brilliant
What does he
man.
look like now?
The same, exactly the same. Looks like he hasn't aged a year, but it was like standing next to a railroad track while a 100-car freight train went by 100 miles an hour. It was absolutely overpowering.
I had to have been there because I was at the Ritz those days.
The worst show I've ever seen?
Baghdadios.
No. Aerosmith at Nassau Coliseum in the post-Joe Perry years. They made us wait an hour and 50
like today.
Minutes. They made us wait an hour and 50 minutes. They came out drunk and high, and someone fell off the stage, and Jason was at the show. We didn't know each other then.
Okay.
And another member of our band was at the show,
too.
We all
Kismet.
didn't know each other. Yeah.
It was a Kismet moment.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you. Is there any websites, plugs, things you want to do? Happy holidays.
Candy cane.
Mm-hmm.
let's see, www.hometohenry.com, myspace.com/hometohenry. We're playing this Friday night a warm-up gig for Blankfest.
Absolutely.
At the Parkside Lounge, 317 East House, and a great place to see bands.
Yes,
we're playing
it
at
is.
8 o'clock.
That is a great place.
So, yeah, we're excited about playing Blankfest again. It's a great thing Ken does every year, and I think people don't realize how much work he has to do in this adult state, how much work he has to do
Why do you think I
to
drink?
get Blankfest up and going every year. So thank you for inviting us and
no
having
problem,
us
man.
back.
You guys are awesome.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks for
And
coming
Ruth,
on.
thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Home to Henry.
Go to
All right,
Parkside
we will
Lounge.
be
See
right
them.
back with another guest as
guest.
soon as we do come back.
Okay.
Tina says her